Take Shot Sports, welcome guys. We're here with a special guest. We're super excited. We got Gerald Washington in the house, representing the Trojans.
El Gallo Negro.
Sit, baby.
That's cool.
Gallo Negro, Gallo Negro.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Man, love to have you here, man. So it was just a few things that, that we, I know you've been busy. You just came out of camp, right?
Yeah, man. I've been working, man. I've been working the last couple of months. I went to Dubai. I worked with Alexander Usyk.
Oh, wow.
And then I went to camp with Deontay Wilder for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Went to the fights there in New York, man. It was a great experience. And then Dylan White just happened to be here in L.A., man. And then Buddy McGirt hit me up and asked me, do I know any heavyweights for him? And I said, shit, Gerald Washington. I said, so I went on down there, man, and got some work with him, man. So I've been working with him this last week. It's been good.
So you Usyk and Wilder, huh? I mean, you've been sparring with those guys. I mean,
yeah, bro.
Well, you fought Wilder.
Yeah, I fought Wilder back in 2017, man, for the heavyweight championship. Yeah.
So those two guys, who do you think it'll be a good fight? Those two?
It'd be a great fight, man. It'd be a great fight, but same type of situation with but man. You guys seen what Deontay Wilder did, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like vicious knockouts.
Yeah, and I got to spend time with him in the camp, man. So I got to see him working, man, which is great and all the build up to it all, man. But on fight night, I think those gloves do make a difference too, man. The 10-ounce gloves compared to the big puffy ones that we get in sparring. You know what I mean? The fight gloves is dangerous.
Brutal. He just knocked him out. And what makes Usyk a good fight? I mean,
he's definitely a skilled fighter, man. He can do it all. He's very smart. He's very an intellectual fighter. He does a lot of stuff outside of training. He pushes himself to the limit. He was sparring with 5 and 6 guys in a row. You know what I mean? Big, strong guys that was bringing it to him. You know what I mean? He had to deal with that, and and he doesn't have the biggest body or he doesn't have the biggest physique or anything like that. But he has to put it all together with it mentally. You know what I mean? But that's what makes him great.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's not the biggest guy, but he just somehow gets the job done.
Man. Like you said, he's very particular in what he does. Like he diagnoses everything, man. I mean, that's one of the very few fighters that I've seen and notices that kind of just has a different approach to his opponent, man. And it looks like he's studying and he's up there, and then he just balls out on everything, man. But it was pretty cool. So between those two fighters, I mean, is there some where you'd be like, man, I'm guessing, you go from one training camp to the next training camp, like
you want to say like skill wise, you're gonna say Usyk has more skills, but whatever that thing that Deontay Wilder has,
power.
That's something special, you know what
I
mean? And no matter how much you got over here, like you still have to come over here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then plus the size difference is gonna be. I think Deontay he just really knows what he's doing with that thing, man. He knows he's knocked out 40-something.
So you felt that power and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Well, there's a rumor that Wilder and Ruiz gonna fight, Andy Ruiz.
Well, yeah, they got that or the Usyk fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think they're looking for either one of those fights. Both great fights. But man, I don't see. You got to know how to deal with that. You know what I mean?
I mean, Ruiz and Wilder, Cinco de Mayo in Vegas, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that makes for a great fight, you know what I mean? And if Wilder don't, if he gets the Usyk fight, I'll take the Andy Ruiz fight.
There you go.
I'll be happy to step in for that, man.
That's right.
Man, so you started, you're into boxing now professionally.
Yeah.
But you didn't start with boxing. What made you make that transition from going to the USC, running some rings there, and then transitioning into boxing?
Yeah, man. Well, I was in the military first. I was in the Navy. I spent 4 years in the Navy. Coming out of high school, I grew up in Vallejo, California.
Vallejo, E40, huh?
E40, man.
Really?
E40, Mac Dre. Yeah, all the Bay Area greats, man, right there. So I went to boot camp, and then I was stationed down in San Diego. I worked on helicopters, man. And I spent my time down there, and then after that, I went to a junior college. Chaffee College in Rancho Cucamonga, and then I got my scholarship to USC, man. And I spent 3 years there as a Trojan playing football. I went to 3 Rose Bowls.
Nice.
And, became Rose Bowl champion there, man. So it's been a great transition for me.
I saw that, man. Going to USC, grew up in LA, going to USC, and it's like,
especially me, like I don't know nothing about football like that. I didn't grow up playing football, Pop Warner and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So I was very fortunate, very blessed to be able to experience that on the highest level, you know what I mean? I went to a junior college, and then I got to, Coach Carroll and Steve Sarkisian came out, they recruited me, and then they asked me if I wanted to be a Trojan, and I was like, And I was like, yeah, I just knew that they were on their third national championship.
Man.
And they were playing Texas that year, the year before I got there. You know what I
Oh.
mean? So it was like they were like rock stars out there in LA. It was big time football.
It was bigger than NFL here.
Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? Lindell White, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, you know, Dwayne Jarrett. It was like Steve Smith. They had everybody, man. It was a great run.
Yeah, those were the years for USC, man, for sure, man. So but boxing, you dabbled with it, or is it just something you just?
I boxed as a kid, you know what I mean? As a kid,
Growing up in Vallejo, you got to know how to box, right?
Man, you gotta know how to fight. You gotta know how to take care of yourself, man. Always, you gotta be street smart. Always, man. Everywhere you go, especially nowadays, it's acting crazy. But Vallejo, yeah, man, it gave me a lot of character. You know what I mean, for sure. But I used to go to this Boys and Girls Club, man. They had boxing there, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody back when I was a kid, bro, playing outside in the streets. You want to be the Karate Kid or whatever, but you know what I mean. They had boxing, man, but I loved it, bro. I loved it. So I got into it. I had like 10 fights as a kid. Then I went through my whole life, and then I got back into boxing. I had 4 fights, and then I turned pro. Wow. And it's crazy to say that because you got guys like Alexander Usyk have 370 amateur fights. You know what I mean? 370 amateur fights. It's like, gee, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, how do you acquire that many fights? You know what I mean? Is there that many weekends in a life? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's fights every other week, probably.
Yeah, man, you're still all there too. Like that many hits and
yeah, for sure. I mean, you have no choice but to learn how to fight. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna get your butt whooped, and you don't want that. So, yeah, he's become a world champion now, man, and everything is paid off for him. You know what I mean? I'm very happy and proud of him. I'm glad to be part of that camp and got to work with him.
Yeah, man. You know, it's on a side note about Vallejo. I got a funny story. I've heard of Vallejo. I know it's a rough city to grow up in. And but one time we were hungry. We were driving to NorCal. We got off the freeway, and there's a Church's Chicken right off the freeway. One of those freeways right there. And I was like, oh, it's like LA. You put the money in, they slide you slide the money in, they put the chicken in, they slide the plastic. You know, like,
No way.
all right, you know you in the hood when you get the.
I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, that's awesome, man. You know, and also I heard that you lived in Mexico for a little bit.
Yeah, man. I grew up in I grew up in Vallejo, but I got the opportunity to go down and live with my aunt, my godmother, mi tia Teresa, rest in peace. She and then but she I got to live in Jalisco, man. San Juan de los Lagos,
nice.
man.
I just came from Jalisco.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I see you got the nice tequila on the the tequila on the table right here, man. So,
I was just there, yeah.
Jalisco, yeah. So you lived there for how long?
I was lived there a couple of months, man. But I got to go to school there. I got to live on a ranch. You know, they had a big ranch with a restaurant, man. They would sing at the they had a big thing, and they would sing like a hall. You know, they would do that on the weekends. And then my family, she would also sing in the church. You know what I mean? So it was cool. They had like different type of businesses. They had the restaurant. They had like a little tire shop. They had another like a rock quarry. You know what I mean? So I was driving the truck. You know, learning how to drive stick. And I'm 13 years old. You know what I mean? Like they out there hustling, man. And I got the, they work and they got the milpa down there, bro. Everything, bro. It was a cool experience for me. You know, I got to ride the horses. Just, bro.
Yeah, the whole full Mexico experience.
I was walking the land, bro, with a rifle on my back, bro. I'm 13 years old, bro. This is like climbing big ass trees. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, this is. I was like, I cried when I came back, bro. I was like, I don't want to go back, bro. I want to be a Mexican.
he was herding the cows and all that stuff. Yeah, man. So you learned Spanish?
Hell yeah, like, man. Before I even went there, you know what I mean? I grew up speaking Spanish. But hey, when I went to Saudi Arabia with Andy Ruiz when he fought Anthony Joshua, bro, and I was gonna go. I was gonna be on the Mexican Olympic team. They were allowing professionals to be in the Olympics. And bro, they helped me, and they found out I was Mexican, bro. They did everything they could do, bro, and they got me my Mexican citizenship, man. So I am also officially.
You know, when you go to Cabo, you don't have to wait that long line.
I'm officially Mexican, bro. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I'm Mexican, but I'm like, I got the paperwork, dog.
That's good, man.
That's awesome, man.
I need to get that shit too. When I go to Cabo, I wait that long ass line. I need a Mexican.
You have one too?
No, I need to get one.
Oh yeah.
The locals go in. You know,
it's not easy to get that though. I hear, right?
Your parents are from there.
Yeah, your parents are there. You just got to go through the process, bro. Like anything else, dog. You got to, you know what I'm saying? There's just steps to it. Nothing is impossible. You just got to do the work. You know what I mean? It's right there, bro. But yeah, I'm happy to have it.
That's like Toscano from the NorCal. He's a dual citizen. He played the basketball player for the Golden. Well, he played Lakers now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he just got transferred. Yeah,
Yeah, he's from Oakland or somewhere up there. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Well, we got so next. You waited. You ready for the next fight? You just.
I'm ready, bro. I've been grinding, bro. I've been working with Malik Scott, man. Just you know what I'm saying, just a great mind for boxing. You know what I'm saying, just working back on my, you know what I mean, just taking that out my game and just being smooth again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I ever needed. You know, I've been in the ring with Klitschko to Anthony Joshua to everybody, bro. Deontay Wilder,
big
Usyk,
dogs.
everybody in the game, bro. I fought everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the mix, man. So I'm just ready to put it all to work, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So do you have a fight scheduled or?
I'm trying to get on this card November 5th, which is next Saturday. And if not, man, I'm soon after that. You know what I mean? But I'm working, man. I've been on the grind. I ain't stopped. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm anxious to get back in there and do my thing because I've been very successful in my training camps lately that I've been in. And it's just like, I'm just happy to go.
Yeah, man. It's like, you know.
Anybody in particular that you're facing?
Nah, just right now, just gonna get some work right now, and then we'll see what's up, line something up for a little bit later, man. Because this was just like so short notice, but I just wanted to just get back in there, man. Just knock the rust off, and then just before I start getting some names out there, you know.
It's crazy because we've had a lot of fighters on the podcast, here, and a lot of them are not getting fights right now. It's like, I don't know what's going on with promoters or what politics or what's going on.
What do you think about that? Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things.
You know what I mean? It's all timing, and, you know, it's all performances. It's all how you doing. If you go in there and you knock somebody out and make some noise, you're going to get in the fight real fast. You know what I mean? If it's, you know, this depending on what type of momentum you got. But, you know, I'm sure if you do your thing, man, you could definitely stay active. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of when you get your opportunity, man, you got to go out there and do your thing for sure.
It seems like these guys that talk a lot of nonsense, just talking all this, are making all this noise, are the ones out there, you know, getting all this
the attention. I mean, because they got a lot of.
Yeah, that's part of the game too. You know, you got your Jake Paul fighting Anderson Silva. You know what I mean? Which is I was very happy to hear him say what he said today. They made a bet. He said, you know, if he was to lose to Anderson Silva, then he would fight him in kickboxing or an MMA fight. And he said if he was to win, if Jake Paul was to win, then they want to start. He wants to collab with Anderson Silva and start like some kind of like a union type thing and help the fighters get paid more and do this. You know what I'm saying, for the fighters, man, and take care of the fighters. And like, you never hear nobody say, "Yo, let's take care of the fighters." Deontay Wilder was big on that after his win. You know what I mean? Because he was expressing like. All the fighters, they putting your life on the line. You know what I mean? People get hurt, and he gave examples of people that got hurt in the ring, and nobody's there to take care of them after. So that, you know, want to make sure that fighters get compensated while they're risking their lives to entertain.
Right.
Jake Paul seems to be starting that trend. Yeah, like you said, because he's been paying some of these fighters pretty good money.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing, the fight's still going on because Silva got cleared. I guess he got knocked out twice in training camp, and he just got cleared today to keep the fight going.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. It was kind of trying to be something that was left behind, but it came out where, you know.
That'd be good, man, because like even football, they 5 years and they don't get a retirement. You know, they got the aftermath of what happens during, you know, football, boxing, all this stuff. So I mean, that'll be cool. You know?
California is one of the states that does provide a retirement for boxers. You have to have a certain amount of fights and a certain amount of rounds here in California, but it is something that
is that something new?
Provide. No, it's been in the game, but nobody really knows that California is the only state that provide it.
Okay, so what makes you got to be a resident from California? Is that
you have to. No, I don't know about being a resident, maybe a resident, but you have to have a certain amount of fights here, and you have a certain
in
amount
California.
of
Does it have
in
to
California.
The fights have to be here.
In California, yeah.
I wonder sometimes why they don't want fights. They move them to Vegas or somewhere else. I don't know.
I
Texas.
mean, that's. I mean,
it's a business, right?
They want the Cali fights.
What's a business?
So do you think someone that has a better record versus a performance? Let's just say you can have all the wins, but if you're like someone that doesn't knock people out, you think that
they want the performance, man. That goes back to like the Gotti Ward, right? You know, there wasn't for no championships they were fighting for. Sometimes they were just fighting. You know, they were getting $1 million for 10-round fights. You know, without even being a championship fight, because they know everybody's they're gonna
scrap.
Go at it. That's what people want to see. Sometimes the names don't even matter, man. They just want to see. They just want to see you get down. You know what I mean? They want to see you get down. Yeah, if you could get the Errol Spencers and Crawfords, or the, you know what I'm saying, or the Javante Davis and the Ryan Garcias, those are gonna add to it. But man, they just want to see you get down, bro. They want to see people get smoked. They want to see the blood.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you get the trilogies, right?
It's the hurt business, bro. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's what draws me, and you're right. That's what draws me to watch the second fight, the trilogies, and all this just because they just got down, and it's really it's fun, man. I get it, man. I understand all that stuff, man.
So outside boxing and football, what other sports do you follow?
I'm a gardener, bro. I like to grow tomatoes. I like to grow squash and zucchini. I got a bunch of fruit trees. Yeah, bro. I'm really setting up, man. For when I get done with this, I go buy my little ranch. I have a couple animals.
Jalisco, there you go.
And
Jalisco never left you.
That would be nice, bro. But I'm gonna try to do it. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I could do it in Cali, man. I got a good friend of mine, man, talking about going down towards Rancho somewhere down there by San Diego, you know what I mean, where it's nice at, man. But
there you go, man. Get that
some ranches out here this way. You can go,
No, for sure, bro. But I don't want the desert land though, man. I need some fertile land, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's how you gonna grow again.
Yeah.
But I want to touch back on how you said you worked on helicopters. So you were a helicopter mechanic.
Yeah. I worked on the engines. Yep.
Nice, man. That was pretty cool. So you don't follow that now? Like you don't get like with engines or anything like that outside?
I did that while I was in. I was all the way in when I was doing it. It was cool. Being in a command, bro. You're on a flight line. You got it feels like 100 helicopters, but it is like over the whole thing. But you got like I don't know, just say 30 or something in your squadron, and everybody, all the helicopters are lined up, man. You line the whole crew up in the morning. And then the whole squadron up, and everybody does like the fire walk down to foreign object damage. To make sure you pick up all the screws, nuts, anything that can, possibly get in the engine and cause some damage. Man, you just go do that walk every morning, and just it's just a cool experience, man, to be out there working on the helicopters and just
man,
with your boys, man. And then you in a great place like San Diego, man. It's
right.
Yeah.
So you did that for how long?
4 years. I did 4 years.
4 years.
In the Navy, yep.
Man, that's a long stint on that, man, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you do any boxing when you were in it?
Nah, bro. I found out about boxing my last like couple months, but when I was in the Navy, man, I was like, man, and I tried to get on, but it was already too late. So, but it was cool, man. I got out, and my journey was beautiful. You know what I mean? Right. To go to a junior college and to be able to go to USC, and I'm happy that the way that it went, man. It was a beautiful wave that I'm still riding, you know what I mean? So I'm very fortunate, man. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, Absolutely. Man, things happen for a reason, for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. But hey, man, we look forward to watching you on your next fight, man, whether it's November 5th or in December. Yeah. And you said, man, but
we love to be there live in person too.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's coming, man. It's coming, man, for sure.
Where do you thinking it might be? In Vegas?
The November 5th card is in Minnesota, and then I'm not quite sure where the December 17th card is at, but I'll keep you guys posted.
Of course, man. Hey, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's we're growing, man, and just excited to be out here.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. Well, on this show, what we do is we take shots. It's called Take Shot Sports, and we either take a shot of tequila, or whatever you want to take a shot of, or we take a shot of somebody or something or whatever is on your mind. And I know Elvis, you might want to go first, and taking a shot. I know you got a lot of things.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I've been watching. I'm into basketball too. I just want to take a shot at the Lakers, man. They just got to figure something out with their losing record. I mean, LeBron James must be, some pissed off people up there, man. But nonetheless, man, they just got to make a move, make a trade. So I just want to take a shot at the ownership of the Lakers, man. Let's just get it together, man. Let's get some wins up here. Do what we need to do.
I'm gonna take a real shot. I'm a Lakers fan. That's depressing. Take a shot. I'll go next. I'll take a shot too. I'm gonna take a shot again at the 49ers. Talking all that big smack.
That's my team, bro.
Well,
take a shot at you, bro. Okay. Relax, man.
I'm gonna take a shot at the 49ers.
There you go.
Hold on, partner.
Hey,
let me tell you why. All the 49er fans talk about I'm a bandwagon fan, right? But I'm talking about LA.
You see my gold shoes, bro?
LA 49ers.
You see my colors, though? This ain't just SC, bro. This is for Niner Nation, baby.
I thought it was for Norteños, NorCal. No, but yeah, I take a shot at Niner fans because they're sitting on the bandwagon all the time. But I was born in LA. The Rams are from LA. I get it if you're from the Bay Area, but when asking an LA Niner fan why they like the Niners, it's like, oh, Steve Young was good and these guys were good. Oh, so they're bandwagon fans because they're from LA. I'm a Rams fan. But anyways, you got McCaffrey, still ain't gonna do nothing. So sorry about that. I'm just taking a shot at the Niner fans. They give me a hard time.
It's all good, bro. It's all good, baby.
You want to take a shot at somebody? Or what's on your mind? Doesn't have to be someone exactly. You know, it's just an event.
Nah, man, I'm just excited to get back in the mix, man. Get back going again. You know what I'm saying? Once I get the wheels turning again and I get back on track, man, then I'll be looking to get some good names out there. But right now, I just need to focus on my game right now and just get back out there. You know what I mean? So I ain't one of them. I feel like everything that you do has to be earned or deserved. You know what I mean? I ain't just one of them dudes that just, oh, let me get this. Oh, let me get that. Well, you ain't did nothing right now. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm just got to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? I'm real about that, you know what I mean? But I'm excited, bro. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, man. Whoever your opponent is, that's the guy's gonna be taking some shots, man. So we get that, man. But we look forward to everything, man, that you got coming on, man. I appreciate you taking the time to come out here, Take Shot Sports, man.
Thank you guys, man.
Appreciate you, man, and good luck for everything, man. Thank you very much. Take Shot Sports, guys.
See you next time.
Nope.